Hello and welcome to another Sit Down with Mitch. This segment is going to be about the new NFL rules that are going to be in this year's football season. One of the new rules is there's no more above-the-shoulder defenseless hits. Like, say if the running back doesn't have the ball and, like it's a fake and then the guy hits him above the shoulder or something like, helmet area, then it's a penalty now, instead of whereas before they didn't really care. Wide receivers now, in order to be hit, they must have both feet on the ground first, so I guess that helps them. And quarterbacks, obviously, above the helmet, pretty much, yeah, anything above the shoulder pads is just pretty much illegal now. If the ball carrier or person with the ball, whatever you want to say, loses their helmet, the play is automatically over. It's play dead, over. So if you remember, I think it was 2 years ago when Jason Witten lost his helmet and ran for a score, yeah, that can't happen anymore. It's pretty much done just because of safety issues. Now for extra point and field goals, the snapper can't have anybody across from them, like directly across from them. They must be at least a couple yards back, just for obviously safety reasons, just because they're down low and they have to get back up and they don't want to get their head knocked out, I guess. Overtime. Okay, this is the biggest one. It is only for the postseason this year. We'll see if they change it. If the team who wins this toss scores a touchdown on the drive, they win. Same kind of like concept. However, if they get a field goal, the other team then has a chance to either score a touchdown to win or a field goal and tie it up again. If the other team kicks a field goal and ties the game goes into sudden death like we used to always have, and then first team to score wins. And that's for the playoffs this year, so it's kind of cool. I kind of like that in a way. Punt returners. If they wait for a fair catch and say it hits off their shoulder pad or something like that, where it would be a fumble, it has to hit the ground first before anybody can kind of like rush in and just like knock the guy down or try to get the ball. That way, so the punt returner pretty much has first dibs on getting the ball. The 10-second runoff rule now. This rule states that if the booth review within like the final minute of a half, like the first half or end of the second half, like it would run off 10 seconds. I don't know if that's only if they win the challenge or if they lose. Not sure about that. I'll have to find out about that. I think it's just only if the clock was running at the time, like say it was a running play and then, I don't know, that looked like a fumble and they review it, then it's a 10-second runoff. Now, if the team takes the timeout like right after that play was over, it doesn't take the 10-second runoff and just goes off where it was. The referee safety rule, you saw this in the Colts-Packers game if anybody watched it this preseason. Now that the refs are in the back of the offense instead of, in the middle of the defense, just because of safety reasons, the ref has to be fully behind the running back, like set before the team can hike the ball, or it's a delay of game penalty. Peyton Manning obviously really hardly argued this rule because they were doing the rush offense, refs set it up, and then once they got the ball set, they tried hiking it, and the ref wasn't fully back. They got a penalty. The league's looking at this rule now, saying they're going to get rid of it probably, so this rule might not be even anymore in the season. So, yeah. So there's another sit down with Mitch, the big NFL fan freak, whatever you want to call me. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll watch more.